Y'all may have seen this book before, but we're going to read
Shark in the Park.
It does rhyme on this one. We'll have to wait and see if it does rhyme throughout the book.
A shark can really not be in the park.
So, what do you
It's
think
not
this book is?
literary.
Good, Kamaya. Why do you think it's literary?
Because the pictures are drawing.
Pictures are drawn.
And they got characters.
You think they got characters?
Shark.
What else makes you think this is literary?
What did she say?
She said pictures are drawn. It has characters. Let's think about it. Information. Information tells facts. It doesn't have facts, but it's telling probably a story.
Shark can be in the pond. Shark
Here.
fish and no fish can live without water.
So we can see, we don't think a shark can live on land or hard. Okay, show me three. Kamaya. Okay, so we think this is literary because we see the pictures are drawn. We think that it might be telling stories with this little boy right here. And it has characters. And we don't think it's going to have facts like an information. The book is written by Nick Sherritt. And what do we? You probably have. So if the book is written by someone, what's another word for that person? It starts with an A. Tyler? Author.
And it has
Haley.
It's the same book.
The illustrator, since there's another name for an illustrator, he probably drew the pictures as well. So I want us to be listening very well through this story.
Tomorrow we can read it together.
Tomorrow we'll read it together.
I can read it. But if you want to read it in lips,
So,
Shark in the Park. Down at the park, a little boy is testing out his brand new toy.
don't have to read with me today, okay? I want very good listening. So that way we're ready to read tomorrow. Timothy Pope is looking through his telescope. He looks at the sky. He looks at the ground. He looks left and right. He looks all around.
It is a rhyming book.
It sounds like it. And this is what he sees. What a nasty surprise! In his loudest voice, Timothy cries, "There's a shark in the park!" Does that look like a shark?
No.
Yes.
No. Yeah.
You don't
It's
think?
a man here.
Karen. Guys, listen. Does that look like a shark spin?
No.
A shark spin?
No.
Some must say yes, some must say no. Let's see.
No, I don't think it is. Oh, it's a cat.
A shark? Fancy that. It's only a cat. Meow.
And it has a little hole in it.
Oh, it has a little hole in it. You notice that, Alexis? What's the hole showing on the cat?
It looks like
his
It's
ear.
giving you
His
ear.
His ear.
It's a plant.
Mhm.
It was giving you a clue.
It wasn't giving us a clue. It was kind of trying to trick in our minds thinking it was a shark. Let's see what this next
At the end, I think it's going to be a
Good
shark.
job, Haley. There is another one.
And that can be one.
Control the talking. We don't want to be word hogs, do we? Good job, Tyler. Peyton. Karen. Pay attention. Timothy Pope looks again through his telescope. He looks at the sky. He looks at the ground. He looks left and right. He looks all around. And this is what he sees. What a terrible sight! Timothy yells with all his might, "There's a shark in the park.
It's probably in the other ear.
Oh, you think it's going to be the other ear?
No.
Let's see.
Yep.
Yeah.
No.
What is it?
And it's pointing at the flower.
But what is this? Someone raise your hand. Alexis?
A crow.
A crow. Let's see. A shark? A shark? Oh no. It's just a crow.
Crow. That's it.
Mhm. It has that AW that makes the aw sound.
It's not a shark.
Want to see good listening?
Nope.
Timothy Pope has one more look through his telescope. He looks at the sky, he looks at the ground, he looks left and right, he looks all around. And this is what he sees. Tim's not in any doubt. What do you think he's about to shout?
There's a shark in the park. I'm doing it.
Oh, let's see what this is now. Might be the shark. What was it?
He's
His
dead.
head. Is that
I knew it.
a shark? No, it's not. And aren't you glad? As a matter of fact, it's Timothy's dad. It's time to go home, Timothy. So,
It was
So,
never a shark.
did he ever see a shark?
No. This is a shark.
Oh, Taryn still thinks he might see it.
Yeah, this is not.
Let's see.
Probably no.
Yep.
Oh, yes.
So, let's see if that's a shark. Timothy Pope says it's safe to say there are no sharks in the park today. Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Kaylee, did you need to say something? Oh, the duck is saying quack. What's the duck saying? What's the duck saying quack to? Renasia? What is it saying? What is that? The shark? And did Timothy Pope ever see it?
No. But he was right about the shark.
Oh. So he was right. Everyone else was wrong?
That time on
It might.
It put a fan in my
So you think someone's trying to trick people by pretending to be a shark?
It might be a
That's a
cat.
good theory. So
It might be a cat.
I think it's a cat. I don't think it's cat, but it more than likely is a shark. But Jack, you did think out of the box and said it could be like one of those toy fins from that you could buy at the store.
Yeah, it could have been in the water like the shark.
Raise your hand, Kabaya. Okay, show me.
What is that?
Oh, that right there. You know how some parks have statues? Let's get over so that way everyone can see. That's just a statue that someone probably made
It's a
for
duck.
to decorate the park.
When nobody, there's not a shark at the beginning of the book.
It wasn't a shark at the beginning, but there was probably one at the end.
When I saw that crow on that statue, I knew it was that crow.
You think it was? You knew it was
It
correct?
was a duck.
Good. Okay. So this week we're going to work on our AR words that we hear in the middle of the words, like in. Let's get the picture cards.
Shark.
Like in shark.
I said that.
But what is this?
Barn.
Barn. The barn has it too. It has that R that the AR makes. Jar.
Star. Narn.
Oh. Card. So it has all those ARs at the beginning of the word. And we're going to actually read a secret story explaining the AR together.
The A,
good job sitting down and listening. Hold your thumb up. Lenasia, Tyler, on your bottom. Crisscross. Okay, the AR. These two have been best friends forever, and it's not easy to be best friends with a superhero. So, as A is always flying around and saving everyone, so R rarely gets to see him. There is one perk, though, to having a superhero as a best friend, and that is whenever A and R do get together, A will always loan his superpowers to R, so that R can have his chance to say his name. So like in art or barn, you hear listen. So that A is giving some of the superpowers to the R till R says his name. Like in jar, you have that R. But we know A is with it. What? Do we need to take fuzzies out?
No!
Show me that we can handle it.
I do see it.
I'm going to read the poem first. Now I want you to listen. If you hear a word, Lenasia, if you hear the R in a word, I want you to clap. Can we listen? Can we be good listeners?
Yes.
Okay. My dog barked. Good. My dog barked. Jumped in the car. We started for the park. Wait until you hear the word. Darren, Terry, you gotta be listening. We saw a large park by a big red barn, and Bart began to bark. Very good.
That's torn.
It is a little bit funny.
It's torn. It's a little bit.
It's okay. We'll fix it.
Where's the AR secret story? It's right in the house. This was nothing. No.
The AR secret story, it's right above the F and PH at the bottom.
Yeah.
So that will be a good way to remember the AR spelling rule. Okay.
Oh.
Thumbs up if you're on your bottom. Oh, I see this half on their bottom. See if the other half can fix it. Now I want you guys to read the story or the poem all together. Ready?
My dog barked. My dog barked, jumped in the car. We started for the park. We saw a large cart by a big red barn, and Bart began to bark.
I'm going to be pulling sticks, so I want you guys to be looking for those AR words, and that way you can circle them when you're ready to come up here. I see some people already ready to come up. Trevin, do you see one? What word is that? Bark. Get someone who is sitting quietly to come up and find the next word.